investors reeling.
And that's what happens when you deregulate.
Global markets have rallied somewhat after yesterday's losses, which saw Wall Street close a full 508 points down.
Idiots.
Supporters and families of Tamil migrants have gathered outside a London refugee detention centre to protest against the government's plan to deport them.
We came here because in our country our lives are in danger. We came to keep our children safe.
A Home Office spokesman described Britain's humanitarian record as outstanding. We'll have a report.
Hello, darling. I was worried this would be birch on top. All right.
What?
What's that?
Well, what does it look like? It's a button.
A button?
Yes. Somebody just put it in the tin.
Honestly. People.
Well, you never know when it may come in handy. Oh, hello.
What have you got now?
Where's the typewriter?
I know what it is, but you've already got one.
I know. It's not for me. It's, they don't need it anymore at the day centre, so I thought it'd be all right for the new care home. And, we can hang on to it in the meanwhile.
No.
Huh?
No.
What? I've also got a desk outside.
What? Where?
Well, I haven't brought it in yet, but...
Oh, Nick.
What?
It's too much. How will we fit everyone in at Christmas?
I don't know. They'll just have to shove up, won't they?
Your daughter is 7 months
I
pregnant.
know.
She cannot shove up.
All right. Move it all to the study, then.
Oh, the study. I bet you have plenty of room in the study.
God.
Let's go and check the study. Oh, Nicky.
What?
Do you still need all this?
Yes. What?
What's in all these drawers?
Everything, I think.
Darling. A domino, a biscuit, and how many rubber bands does one man need?
I don't know. I've never asked the question.
And you've got to find the right home for that. Somewhere it will be appreciated. Please, Nicky. You have to let go. For your own sake. To it.
Do you want me to stay with him?
No. No, he'll be fine.
Okay, well, maybe I'll just call him.
Yes. He's a grown man. You don't have to wave me off.
Of course I'm going to wave you off.
Nicky, Don't let yourself get.
Why?
How you get?
I won't. Of course I won't. You have a wonderful time. Home!
Nikki, Miss Martin. 2 hours, please.
Hello. Did Martin say if he'd call back?
7 o'clock sharp.
Thank you, Mother.
Very welcome, son.
Isn't Martin the chap you're supposed to be going skiing with?
Yes, but Martin is in Prague now, helping refugees.
Prague?
Well, precisely.
Hello?
It's Martin, can you hear me? Nicky?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Listen, I'm not sure you should come.
No, it's all arranged. I have my ticket.
I have to leave Prague tonight. I'll have a man called Trevor Chadwick meet you. I'm so sorry. It's just such a mess here.
So, you going?
I am. Yes.
Everyone in Prague is trying to get out. My son is trying to get in. Did you speak to Martin?
I did. Turns out he's not going to be there. He's escorting some refugees out of the country and then he's heading back home to London.
Nikki.
Look, I have to do something. You of all people should understand that. Isn't that what you taught me? Well, I can't just sit here reading about it. These people need help.
I was never in doubt that the cause was just. Only whether Prague is safe.
It's only a week. I'll be back before you even miss me.
Nikki, it's not a joke.
I know. I'm sorry, but I have to go.
Vážení cestující, na nástupiště číslo 301 vlaku směru Počíne, Ružomberok, Žilina, Úchov, Zlín, Prostějov, Česká Třebová, Kolín a Praha.
Here we are. Mr. Chadwick.
This is Mr. Winton.
Good evening.
Now, don't go giving him a better room than me.
All our rooms are the best rooms, Mr. Chadwick.
Really takes good care of us.
Welcome. And Miss Warner is in the bar.
Oh, that's Doreen. With one of our refugees. Over here.
Dobrý večer.
Piva, prosím. Her husband was picked up on the street this morning.
Picked up by...
Doreen thinks Nazi spies doing Hitler's dirty work.
What will happen to him? I mean...
Thank you. He'll be dumped somewhere. Maybe alive, but probably not.
You're Martin's friend, the stockbroker?
Nicky, you must be...
Unbelievably angry.
So?
We've managed to get Monica into a safe house for the night, and her daughter on the plane out tomorrow.
Well, that's something.
So, Martin says you know your way around a desk.
That's quite an accolade.
It is here. Paperwork's everything.
Can I just ask, why was that woman's husband taken?
He ran a newspaper in Germany, spoke out against the Nazis. When it got too dangerous, they escaped over the border into Czechoslovakia, the Sudetenland.
Where they thought they'd be safe.
And so they fled to Prague. Right, I've got a lot to do taking supplies to the camps tomorrow. I could use your help.
Can I ask what brought you out here?
I came 10 years ago for a study trip. I just love the place, love the people.
Now they're in trouble. So I came back.
They're all from the Sudetenland.
Mostly. Some from Austria and Germany who fled there first. Drive an hour north of here towards the German border. You'll see the towns they ran from hung with Nazi flags.
Dear God.
I know, and there are thousands more like this.
Ahoy, Hannah. This is Nicholas Winton. He's here to help out.
Oh.
Hanna Hejdukova is an officer for Czech refugees.
Hello.
Your first time in Czechoslovakia?
Yes, yes, it is.
Shame you didn't come sooner, when there was more of it.
Hannah! Can you get the others?
Oh, there we go. So you managed to get doctors out to them?
Oh, plenty of doctors already here. Lots of these children grew up thinking the worst thing that was ever going to happen to them was piano practice.
Hello. I'm sorry, I haven't got anything. Oh, wait. Hold on a moment. Chocolate. There we go.
Pane, prosím,
Oh,
dáte mi
yes, of course.
čokoládu?
You'd like some as well. There we go. Oh, see how far it goes. Oh, crikey. It's only a tiny bit. A little bit for you.
Děkuji.
A little bit for you.
Děkuji.
That's it. That's the last of it. There you go. I'm sorry. I'll bring more. Another day.
Photo.
Yes, it's a good idea. What's your name? I'm Nicky. You say Nicky. There we go.
Já chci taky vyfotit.
Hej, kluci! Okamžitě ke mně! Okamžitě!
How will these children survive the winter?
Well, they probably won't. And there are a dozen more places like this.
Surely they should be the priority to children, families.
My remit is to rescue politicals at imminent risk of arrest, and I've hardly the money or manpower for that.
What about the British government trains, the kinder transport?
It's only for children leaving Germany and Austria, not from Czechoslovakia.
Unfortunately, His Majesty's government refuses to believe these people are in danger.
understood then.
How many children are we talking about?
Oh, well, we don't know. That's part of the problem. Thousands. There's refugees all over the city. Jewish people especially, but anyone really who doesn't fit into Hitler's master race.
They're banned from travel and the UK's refusing entry visas to families trying to get out. It's chaos. Welcome to the British Committee for Refugees from Czechoslovakia.
Hannah, get in with those files, would you?
It's quite a filing system.
Yes. Well, if the Germans send in their spies, at least they won't be able to find anything. In any case, kill the one who's supposed to be good for paperwork. This is you. Yes, this report details the political activists in and around Prague.
What's this?
The Führer's travel plans in black and white. He's got his sights set on half of Europe. It's just a question of when.
Who else has seen him?
Half of Prague, I imagine.
Meant to intimidate. Hitler's never made any secret of his ambitions. The Allies banked on appeasing him with a fat slice of this country. Now the vicious shit's just going to take the rest of it.
The children. We have to move them.
Says the man who arrived yesterday.
Well, I'm not suggesting it's going to be easy.
A mass transit of children. Without money or visa.
We'll find a way.
How long are you here for? A week? And then you're back to your bank?
Can we just put that aside for now?
Well, can we please be realistic? We can't give these people false hope.
Look, we have to believe that this might be possible. Let me try. Let me find out the scale of the problem. You know, how many children, names and ages, where they're living. There must be existing information.
Well, the vulnerable groups, they do have lists.
But they are scared to share them.
Well, then we need to earn their trust. We need those lists, so we have to persuade them. Please, let me try. Good afternoon. My name is Winton, Nicholas Winton. Yes, I'm ringing from the British Committee for Refugees from Czechoslovakia. Well, I'm looking to obtain a list of vulnerable children. No, I understand, but we will have everything in place. Hello? Hello?
Ich versuche die Evakuierung der Kinder zu organisieren.
Yes. May I at least come and meet you? Thank you for seeing me.
How could I resist? You're offering to get children out of Prague, a lot of them.
That is correct.
Hitler will be thrilled to know you're helping him eradicate Jews from the region.
With respect, I'm moving children of all faiths and none.
Separating them from their families, perhaps from their religion.
Accommodating them in safe homes, with families, foster homes.
Jewish foster homes?
I don't know. I don't think that's a question for now.
But it's a question I'm asking. You're not the only person at this table concerned about the well-being of Jewish children.
Parents in London are preparing to send their children out of the city to safety in the event of a war. What I'm proposing is no different. Your children would be protected and returned to their families as soon as it's safe.
Are you Jewish, Mr. Winton?
Why would you ask that?
Because I wonder why a person would undertake this daunting task for people to whom he has no real allegiance in a place where he does not belong. You're a stockbroker from London, with a comfortable life, I presume.
You've done some research.
It is a serious matter, so why are you doing this? What I mean is, who are you, Mr. Winton?
My father's family came from Germany to London in the 1870s. Till just a few months ago, we were Wertheims. We went through the last war with a German surname, and my mother couldn't stand doing it again, so... And my grandparents on both sides were Jewish. But I was baptized in the Church of England, so I don't know what you'd call me.
I would call you a Jew.
I consider myself a European, an agnostic, and a socialist. There are children here living in fields, in the open, in mud. The worst of winter still to come, and under the threat of Nazi invasion. I have seen this, and I cannot unsee it. And because I may be able to do something about it, I must. At least try.
The task you propose requires money and visas.
I don't have them. Yet. But I'll get them.
If I send these children to you, I'm placing their lives in your hands.
A very great responsibility.
So, in the end, Mr. Vinton, it is a question of trust. In Hebrew, there's a saying, Imma tamatril bifula tova, aserota at hasof. Don't start what you can't finish.
Hampstead, 7946?
Mother?
Nicky! So good to hear you.
Now listen. I can't be long.
No, of course not. No. But are you all right? Are you safe?
I'm perfectly fine.
You don't sound very convincing. Just tell me, you're coming home, yes?
Yes, yes. Now, listen.
I need you to do something for me.
Tell me.
And I'm afraid it's not going to be easy.
Hello, Rudy. I'd like to send a telegram.
Yes, certainly, sir. Just a moment.
Okay. To Mr. Hart, H-A-R-T.
H-A-R-T.
At Cruz Brothers, stockbrokers. Slight change of plan.
Slight.
Stop. Working Prague with refugees. Return to office delayed.
Dobrý den, pane Slone.
Kluci, běžte rychle, běžte se schovat. To je Němec, co tady chce?
To je pan Nicholas Vinton, přijel nám pomoct.
Není to Němec?
Ne. He thought you were official German.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. No, I'm trying to help the families.
Good morning. My name is Babette Winton. I'd like to speak to someone in immigration.
And where have you arrived from?
From Hampstead, on the 24 bus. I'm a British citizen, seeking your advice.
Do you have
an appointment? No, but I'm happy to wait.
Das ist alles, was wir haben. Wird es reichen?
Ich bin sicher, dass wir es schaffen können.
Mr. Jovac. Yes. Come this way, please.
Anyone else?
Yes, actually. There was a young girl that I first saw when Doreen brought me here. She was about 11 or 12. She had a very young baby sister.
Applications are considered according to protocol.
Oh, protocol. That is a meaningless phrase. You repeating it ad infinitum really doesn't help. These are unaccompanied children. They're children. They are desperate, and they are starving.
Like many poorer British children.
British children are not facing the threat of imminent Nazi invasion.
Mrs. Winton, there are other people waiting. If you don't mind.
Young man, I have something to tell you. Sit down. I came here 30 years ago from Germany to marry. I raised my family here. My husband is buried here. And what I have most admired about this country is his commitment to decency, kindness, and respect for others. I raised my son in accordance with these values, and he is in Prague now, as we speak, putting these values into practice. I am merely asking you to do the same. Is that too much to ask?
Ask your questions, Mrs. Winton.
Thank you. Now, I need you to concentrate, and I need you to be very clear.
Kolik je ti let?
Je mi 12.
She's 12. A to je tvoje sestřička? They don't know whose baby it is. No one does. She's helping care for her.
But what about the parents?
Taken or dead.
Right. Let's get on.
Hi, Dad. It's just me. Checking in to see you're okay. We're all right. I've just been to the clinic. Everything's fine with the baby. Mum says that you're thinking about what to do with the briefcase. I know that won't be easy for you. I'm here if you want to talk about it. Hope you're swimming lots.
Wir kommen aus Berlin. Letztes Jahr sind meine Mädchen von der Schule ausgeschlossen worden.
Seid ihr Juden?
In Munich, Nazis took my brothers. My nephews tried to stop them. 12, 10 years old, just boys. They were beaten, thrown down the stairs, and taken to the camps.
Tak, pojďte.
Eva, and Vera. These are my sister's boys, Honza and Tommy. Our family name is Diamantove.
Oh, thank you. That's Vera. Eva. Honza, Tommy. Oh, what happened here?
She fell skiing. She loves the mountains.
You like skiing? I love skiing.
Taky má rád lyžování.
Já ráda v zimě lyžuju a v létě plavu.
Skiing and swimming.
And swimming. Me too. Morning, Rudy. Morning. Would you mind putting a call through to this number for me?
Of course. Give me a moment.
Thank you.
And Mr. Winton, you have a telegram.
Oh, thank you.
Mr. Winton, your call, cabin number 2.
Nikki, you will not believe what they are asking for.
All right, I'm ready.
A separate visa application for each child. An individual sponsor who must promise to pay for all the child's needs. And a fee of £50 to pay for their eventual return.
£50?
Yes, I know. Wait, there's more.
A medical certificate. And a foster parent to care for the child till the age of 17 or until they're able to return home.
Christ, Nikki.
Nikki.
Mr. Slonik.
Hello. I have changed my mind. Here are photos. I believe now you will help them. Jan, Petr, and Karel.
Karel.
When will they go, please?
What did I miss?
Nikki was just saying we have to assume that this is happening.
Yeah. We are moving the children.
In big groups? By train?
That's a 2-day trip, which would mean crossing Holland. And the Dutch have shut their borders to Jewish refugees. And they'd have to cross Germany.
Yes, but they'd only be passing through and on British visas.
With British foster parents waiting.
Well, that is if you can find British foster parents. There are 1,000 children on that list. The welcome may not be as warm as you're all imagining.
Then we have to heat things up. We have to get the press working, get them moving, and on our side. Ordinary people wouldn't stand for this if they knew what was actually happening.
You've a lot of faith in ordinary people.
I do. Because I'm an ordinary person.
So am I.
And me.
Well, there you go. That's just what we need, isn't it? An army of the ordinary. Nikki, you should go back to London, raise funds, raise a stink.
I can do that. No problem.
What about your job in the bank?
Well, stock market closes at 3:30.
And I'll take care of this end. With Hannah's help.
Of course. Oh, God. We're actually doing this, aren't we?
Here's to the children's section of the BCRC.
There isn't one.
There is now. All those in favour?
Nikki, if I may.
What are you doing?
Excuse me.
Oh, God. There's your socks.
You'll need something for all that paperwork.
Thank you. To the Times letters section. Dear Sir, I have just returned from Prague, where I was assessing the fate of refugees in the city. Among the many unfortunate souls, I found about 2,000 children living in damp, overcrowded camps.
Overcrowded in sanitary camps.
Yes, true. In one of the camps, several have already succumbed to disease. I saw a mother cradling her dead child. The thousands struggling to survive find themselves facing the threat of Nazi invasion and the horrors that will bring. We are working to evacuate these children by train to safety in Britain as a matter of urgency. Will people please help with donations or foster homes? Please contact Mr. Nicholas G. Winton, the British Council for Refugees in Czechoslovakia, Children's Section, 20 Willow Hill.
The Wanderer returns. Crikey, Nicky, heart's been apoplectic. Oh, well, there goes your bonus.
I've seen your letter in the press.
Well, then you understand the urgency.
The process...
Our first group consists of 20 children who are in the most dire need. They will arrive by train into Liverpool Street Station in 2 weeks' time.
Yes. 2 weeks. A fortnight.
Which is why we're asking for your help to accelerate the process.
Applications are dealt with in turn. The process takes time.
We don't have time. The German army could cross the border any day.
Mr. Ledbetter, these are your children, yes?
They are.
They are families, just like this. Just like yours. Living in conditions you cannot imagine. The threat of war hangs over them. What they have done for you is to stand against Nazi expansionism. All they ask in return is a temporary refuge for their children from whatever horror is yet to come. Isn't that the least this country should offer?
Provided your paperwork is in order...
It is in perfect order.
Then I'll do my best.
2 weeks. Where are we going to find the money?
We'll find it.
What, in 2 weeks? And the foster families?
I know. We'll do it.
Olga Santa.
Santa, yes.
And Peter Slonik.
Peter, yes.
Right. It's a start.
Jan Slonek, number 174. Peter Slonek, 144. Rosa Lennart, number 529.
Good.
Tommy Kaczynski, number 9. Michael Lappert, 46. Landesman,
Next.
19. Jacob Kunstler.
Felicity Kraus, number 24.
2.
Frischke Klose. Peter Stindler. I have a family from Shropshire that will take a girl, 8 to 11 years, and Mr. and Mrs. Hall that will take a boy, just one, but ideally under 8 and brown-haired.
Martin.
So sorry I wasn't with you in Prague.
Not at all.
Anyway, I'm here now. What can I do?
Well, we've got 20 children ready to travel and only 8 foster homes. There's plenty of people who'd gladly take a child, but they can't raise the £50 guarantee, so that's what we need most right now is money.
Maybe make some calls. Phone?
Come with me.
Coffee?
Nikki, £5. £5, £20 from the Girl Guides, and then that's 100 in one day. And then Picture Post has raised £90.
Ready? With foster families for Malia Keller.
Christina Novotka.
The Blaufrank twins.
Yeah. And Jan and Peter Slonek.
And their brother?
No, no one would take all three.
Goodness.
Tell them it won't be long now. We'll be moving them soon.
Nicky, it's getting harder here. 2 more people from Dorian's list have disappeared. I don't know how long we've got.
Brzy budeme zase spolu. Dobře. Jděte.
Karla. Nech si ho. Děkuju.
Good lads. Thank you. Good lads.
Thank God you're here. I was worried.
I'm so sorry.
Jak se jmenuješ?
Sloan.
Jak se jmenuješ?
Petr Slonek.
Slonek. Petra and Jan. 174. Thank you. 144. 144. So that's only one we're missing now. Check them all.
Tak a tady si můžu už nastoupit. Tak mluvím. Počkej, tak pojď.
Jak se jmenuješ? Beata.
Hello.
Beata. Beata. Gabal. 144.
Ahoj, mami. Ahoj, tati.
Come on, then, let's go. Come on, let's go.
Okay, okay.
Good girl, good girl.
The train now arriving at platform 1 is the delayed 8:47 international train from Harwich to London Liverpool Street.
You made it. Yes, well, here, let me help you. This way, this way. You all right?
So, Mr. and Mrs. Willoughby.
Here.
No, Olga Santa. And Mr. and Mrs. Goodfellow.
Yes.
Nina. Jan and Peter Slonek.
Lovely to meet you. We'll look after you.
Frank.
Come on, boys. Let's get you.
Mr. and Mrs. Harland. Harland.
Nikki.
Oh, hello, Jeff.
All come through?
Yes, thank you.
All right?
Yes, of course I am. You don't have to look so nervous.
I can't help it. Whenever I see you coming, I know it's going to cost me a fortune.
All in the good cause.
So, which is it this time? Samaritans, Make-out, Abbeyfield?
Oh, something new. Rather old.
Take a seat, Mickey.
Yes. Thank you. It's about documents from the Second World War. It's rather relevant for today.
The war?
Yes.
Well, it's exciting. It's the 50th anniversary of the outbreak coming up.
Yes, I suppose it must be.
Yeah, we're planning a series of special editions.
Oh.
Where'd you serve? Army? Navy?
Oh, well, that's neither here nor there, is it?
Yeah, I bet you got some stories.
Huh. That's really not about me. It's actually very important. It's about refugees.
Refugees?
Yeah.
I'm not really seeing the Maidenhead angle in refugees.
Hello. Guess who this is? Oh, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm meeting Mr. Martin Blake. Thank you.
Certainly.
Thank you.
You'd like to follow me?
Yes, thank you. Now, Martin, thank you. Oh, yeah.
Nicky.
Good to see you.
So, you're footloose for a couple of days.
Yes, looks like it, doesn't it?
Time to catch up. I'm glad.
Yeah, it's not much time, I'm afraid, because I've been given my to-do list, you know. Greta's reorganizing everything before the baby arrives.
Oh, yes. A grandfather. You excited?
No, I'm bloody terrified.
Why?
I didn't.
It'll be fun, I'm sure.
Oh, really? If you say so. Anyway, at the moment, we're just throwing out a lot of old stuff, you know. And,
Piles up.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
You have to be ruthless. I know.
Box files and records of all the old charity work, you know.
You've always been so busy.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
You still volunteer with the Samaritans?
No, they kicked me out.
What? What on earth for?
A woman phoned in and told me she was planning on killing herself. I said, oh, dear me, there must be something else she'd rather be doing.
You didn't?
Yes, I did. She told me that she wanted to visit her daughter in America, but her doctor warned her that the journey would probably kill her. I said, well, that's exactly what you want, isn't it, to be killed? Yeah. Well, she had a good laugh. We both had a good laugh. She went off to America. She saw her daughter, had a wonderful time, came back, was as happy as a lark.
Oh.
But, with the Samaritans, oh, God bless them. They gave me a real bollocking, pardon my French, and told me I'd broken all the rules. Well, you know, I couldn't just sit there, could I? I mean, you're listening to a bunch of lonely people when there was something I could actually say to help cheer them up.
You might want to slow down anyway, what with the baby coming.
Why would I want to slow down?
Oh, to enjoy it. You've done enough.
No, it's never enough, is it?
Did you need more time with the wine list?
Oh, yes.
A nice Chateau Neuf.
We'll have the Chablis.
Oh, dear.
Thank you.
Wait. Oh, yes. When I was clearing out all the papers, I came across that old scrapbook from Prague. Do you remember that?
I do. Yes, you're not throwing that out.
No, I think it could be quite an important little record in its way. You know, full of history we should learn from.
It is.
Yeah.
Look, maybe the Domovina archive might like it in London.
Yeah.
I know people on the board. I could mention it.
Yeah. Well, it probably just gathered dust there. I mean, I tried showing it to the editor of the Maidenhead newspaper. What's it called? The Advertiser or something. And it's funny because when I told him about the refugees, he said, I don't quite get the Maidenhead angle. So he was a bit of a twit, really.
Well, you might like to donate it to a museum in Prague or in Israel. Most of the children were Jewish, after all.
Prague. Yad Vashem. Well, yeah. Tell me something. Do you ever think about the children and what happened to them?
Yes, I do from time to time. Do you?
No, not really. Well, maybe a little. Recently.
It is incredible what you achieved.
Oh, I don't think of it.
No. I mean it. Truly. I mean, you should be proud.
Oh.
Save one life, save the world, you know?
Well, it's nothing to brag about. I mean, look at Doreen and Trevor. They did far more than I did, and they took all the risks. They actually stayed in Prague.
You know, Nicky, telling people isn't bragging.
No.
Hampstead 7946.
The Germans crossed the frontier this morning. They've already taken over the ministries.
Oh, God.
Hitler's motorcade just went past the hotel. He was waving.
What does this mean?
For us.
I have to go. We need to check the safe houses.
Just be careful. Doreen? Doreen?
Let's get them. It's not safe for them here. Please get them home. Let's make sure all the lists are locked up.
This development does not mean that Germany is at war. The Germans are understood to have taken an administrative position in Czechoslovakia, replacing the government in Prague. Flights from Prague
What happens now?
arrive at London Airport.
We work harder.
The Chamberlain is expected to
Instead of standing here wringing our hands in despair. We need more trains. We do whatever it takes to make that happen. We find more homes. We place the children faster.
We're doing as much as we can.
It's not enough, though, is it? But we cannot let these people down.
Well, they tell us the borders are still open. The thing is, now every visa has to be approved and stamped by the Gestapo. Bastards are all over bloody everything now.
Mr. Wilson?
Oh, yeah. Oh, hello.
Yes.
News station.
Oh,
Hi. Shall we speak as we go?
Yes, please.
I don't think I can recall ever seeing anything quite so moving. How many are there? There must be nearly 100.
Yes, well over 100. This is our largest transport so far.
And this is your fourth train. Are there more planned?
Yes, absolutely. The fifth train's only a few weeks away, with more trains already booked. The 8th is confirmed, and the 9th in preparation, and hundreds of children ready to board, but there are thousands more who need our help all over Czechoslovakia. And these are children who are homeless, they're starving, and we don't know how long the border will remain open, so we do desperately need donations and foster homes. Hello?
Nikki, it's me. Look, we have one or two missing from the next list.
Missing?
Yes, I don't know. Either they panicked or they were arrested.
Right.
Well, you better give me their names.
It's one up.
That's her. Length of ice. There was a baby, too. Down.
Nikki, you must know we cannot save them all. You have to forgive yourself that.
If you want Ledbetter, he's on his holes. Weak in Eastbourne. Shame about the rain.
I urgently need 3 visas for a transport leaving Prague next week.
Sorry, can't help you there.
Trevor.
Is everything all right?
Listen.
With 3 visas short. Isabel Keller and Eva and Vera Diamantova.
Is there anything you can do?
I don't know what you're doing, But if you're doing what I think you're doing, I don't want to know.
Train leaves at 8.
Where is he? I don't know. He should have been here an hour ago.
You have them?
Yes, we have them.
Pojďte se kluci rozloučit. Pojďte. Pojďte. Dávajte na sebe pozor. Bratranci za váma zanedlouho přijdou, jo? Opatrujte se. Šťastnou cestu. Ahoj. Šťastnou cestu. Ahoj. Ahoj.
They've left Prague.
Hesse, Papiere. Wer hat die Papiere?
Yes.
Wo will England alle diese Juden? Why does England want all these Jews? Hesse. Papiere.
Miss Housen from Putney, please. Thank you. Diamantova, Eva.
Along here, please. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Mrs. McFarlane. Mrs. McFarlane. Thank you. There they are. Thank you. Diamantova Vera. Mrs. Rainford.
Yes. Sorry, excuse me. Hello, dear.
Thank you.
Come along. Are you hungry?
Someone needs to tell these people that they've only got the children temporarily. They've all got families to return to. Our most urgent cases yet. They're booked on a train, the 9th train, in 3 days' time. Please, Ledbetter.
We'll do it, of course.
Thank you.
Hello?
Today's main event. Germany has invaded Poland and has bombed many towns. General mobilization has been ordered in Britain and France. Parliament was summoned for 6 o'clock this evening. The mobilization of the Navy, Army, and Air Force.
Winter, where are you going? Winter! There's nothing you can do for them now. Winter!
Excuse me! Listen, what's happening to the international trains?
I don't know any more than you.
There's a train due to leave from Prague.
You need to go to the station now.
I am staying to help.
No, no. If they catch you, I can't protect you. Go now.
Všechno v pořádku. Trevor.
You're all right?
Yes,
I'm going to go back to Dory.
Should I?
No, you should leave now. You have your papers. Go with the children.
See you in London.
Be careful.
You too. Bye.
Postarejte se o Věru. Brzo budete se svými sestřenicemi. Hlavně opatrně.
Hello.
Hello, darling.
Welcome back.
Goodness.
Come and see this. Big surprise.
You have got a lot done.
Yeah. Do you want a cup of tea?
Hello, Mr. Winton. This is Carl Kaplan at the Wiener Library. Martin Blake gave us your details. We have a researcher who we think might find your archive very interesting. So, if you can, please call us back on 01 636 7247. We look forward to hearing from you. Many thanks.
I just mentioned it in passing, but Martin, he got straight onto them. And, but I don't want it to go into the library.
Why not?
Oh, well, we won't teach anyone anything stuck on the shelf.
Then call them. Talk to them.
Yes. Well, I'm very grateful.
Well, we look forward to seeing you.
Thank you. Oh.
Tell me.
Well, there's this woman who wants to see the scrapbook. She's a historian, married to a man from Czechoslovakia. His name is Robert Maxwell.
The newspaper man?
Yes, that's right. And she's running some kind of a conference and she wants to meet me. Elizabeth Maxwell, she calls herself Betty. She's French, apparently. Nicholas Winton.
Good afternoon. We've been expecting you.
Je te rappelle. Au revoir. Oh, thank you so much for coming all this way.
Here it is. The scrapbook. Relates back to some time I spent in Prague before the war. It's a little heavy, I'm afraid. Yeah. Now, a lot of that stuff is just touristy stuff, postcards and so on and so forth. And, yes, that's it. There's some letters relating to the transport of children to Britain.
Ah. These are the 8 children you saved.
No, it was a few more than that. If you turn the pages, you can see. I sent out those cards for people to choose, you know, and I must say it was a bit like selling soap powder, if you know what I mean. I couldn't for the life of me think how else I could find enough families to take in so many kids.
Forgive me, but how many children are we speaking about?
Oh, 669 we successfully placed.
You brought 669 children from Prague to England?
Well, I mean, with my colleagues, Doreen Moreno, Trevor Chadwick and Hannah, and but there were so many other people involved, you know. And my own mother, she was a great help. And I suppose I'm the only one left now. At least I think I am. The children that are crossed out are the ones we found homes for.
And the faces that are not crossed out?
Well, they were the less fortunate, and it was a lottery, I'm afraid.
You go to the President of the United States?
Fat lot of good he was. And I never heard back from him. Yeah, it's disappointing, I must say. Oh, yes, now those there are the names of the children and their new addresses.
Excuse me, Mr. Winton. This is not exactly what I was expecting. I'm a little taken aback at the scale of your operation.
Oh. You know, if we'd had more money, more time and more government support, we could have done a lot more, I think.
Blank pages?
Yeah. There was the last train.
Something happened to the last train?
Yes. It was the 9th train. It was our largest group, 250 children, and it was the 1st of September 1939. It was the same day that Hitler invaded Poland, the very start of the war.
Jste připraveni?
was the end of that. Bloody Hitler, that's all I can say. We had hundreds of foster families waiting ready to welcome them, but yeah.
Oui, entrez.
Thé, madame.
Merci. Take milk.
No, thank you. Thank you. That's wonderful. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Must be very difficult for you knowing what happened to those children.
Well, I don't know what happened, do I? They were taken off the train, returned to their families, and that was the end of that.
Surely I'm almost certain that they perished in their camps.
Well, you may be right about those children, Mrs. Maxwell. But I've learned to keep my imagination in check, so I can still be of use and not go raving mad.
Mr. Winton, around 15,000 children went into concentration camps in Czechoslovakia, and less than 200 of them survived. And you saved 669.
Anyway, I'd better be going because my wife is expecting me, and I don't want to get into any trouble, if you know what I mean.
I would like very much to hold on to your scrapbook, if I may.
Well, all right.
And with your permission, I would like to show it to my husband. I'm sure he will consider it a very important story.
Oh. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
As many of you will know, our group was founded in 1965 to encourage friendship between Maidenhead and its twin towns across Europe. We were met at the airport by Maria Bechler and traveled by coach to Bad Godesberg, where we were given a warm... Right. Where we were given a warm willkommen by our hostesses.
Hey, Steve, don't strain yourself, will you? Give me a hand.
Let me.
Oh, God.
I can't get over all the space, Dad.
Huh?
Oh, you can fit a playpen in here.
Oh, no.
Looks lovely, doesn't it? Yeah, doesn't it, Dad?
Yes. Don't set it on fire.
Nicky.
You did last year, didn't you?
I did not.
Yes, you did the year before that.
Doesn't he?
No.
Oh, it looks lovely.
Some of them are.
Oh. Oh, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
It's for you.
Oh. Oh, this is interesting.
What is it?
It's from the editor of the Sunday Mirror, who would very much like to publish a major article detailing the child evacuation.
But that's marvellous.
Oh, yes. Says, with wider publicity in mind, have been talking to the BBC television programme, That's Life.
Surely not.
Yes, they want me to go in and check the historical accuracy.
But that's such a silly show.
What?
That's Life. It's a very silly show.
It is. Well, it's very popular, isn't it? I mean, a lot of people watch it.
Should I come with you?
Why would you want to come with me if you think it's so silly?
Hello. Hi. Mr. Winton, such a pleasure to meet you. It's going to take you through here.
Yes. What exactly am I to do?
Oh, they're going to explain all that.
Oh,
It's just through here.
all right. Thank you.
30 seconds to on air.
Okay, and you are just here.
Couldn't I sit farther back?
I'm afraid not.
Oh, I'd rather be backstage.
I'm really, really sorry. It's just that they told me to put you here, and we're running out of time.
Right.
To be treated by this dentist in Bath who goes by the name Mr. F. Illing. Esther.
Now, an extraordinary story has come to light about a young man who many years ago visited Prague. And what he found there was a terrible situation. Thousands of refugees stranded, living in desperate conditions and at the mercy of Hitler's imminent invasion. This young man, whose name was Nicholas Winton, decided that something had to be done. And so he managed to rescue 669 children. This is his scrapbook. All sorts of fascinating photographs. Perhaps you can see, here's a photograph of Nicholas Winton himself with one of the children he rescued. But at the very back is a list of all the children that he rescued. Here is Vera Diamantova, now Vera Gissing. We found her name on his list, and Vera is here with us tonight. Hello, Vera.
Hello.
Now, I should tell you that you are, in fact, sitting next to Mr. Nicholas Winton.
Hello. Hello. Thank you.
I was reunited with my sister a few years later.
Your parents?
My father was tortured in Terezin and then sent to Auschwitz. And then on to another labor camp. A fellow prisoner told me He thought he'd been shot on the death march. My mother, died of typhus.
So sorry.
Contracted at Belsen. But she knew that we were safe. For a mother, that is everything. And, my cousins Honza and Tommy were on the last train. Oh, I never saw them again, of course.
Nicky!
Oh, sorry. Oh. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'll get it.
Nicky, you've not called me back. I left messages.
Doesn't it follow that I don't want to talk to you?
Oh, come on, let me do a piece.
No, thanks.
Come on, it's such a brilliant story. Nicky, you're a hero. Nicky, please! Please!
What?
It's not about me.
Maiden at 3310.
Hello, is Mr. Winton there, please?
No, it's not available. Can I ask who's calling?
This is Katinka Blackfoot from That's Life.
Oh, I see.
2 more children, huh?
They phoned in after last week's show.
Yeah.
They so desperately want to meet you. You don't have to do it.
Don't I?
I asked them to send the children's details to us. I won't have you ambushed again. Malena. Oh, goodness, this girl's done very well for herself.
Yeah.
Malena is now Lady Grenfell Baines.
Oh. That's interesting.
Right? Who's that?
Hannah's.
Perhaps it's too much. Perhaps you've done enough.
No. I started the whole thing, sir. I have to finish it.
Last week was incredible for us here at That's Life. We told a story that touched the hearts of so many people. We've been overwhelmed by the response. One of the people who was very affected last week is with us here tonight. Milena Fleischmann, now Lady Grenfell Baines, was also one of the children that Nicholas Winton rescued. Milena, I understand you still have the name tag that you wore around your neck when you arrived here as a little girl.
Yes, I wore this around my neck, and this is the actual pass we were given to come to England. So I am one of the children that you saved.
Mr. Winton, having introduced you to Milliner, there's somebody else that we'd like to tell you about. Hannes Schnabel was only 11 when he came over here. We have his passport with all the official stamps in it. I don't know whether you can see, but this is how he got here. And he told us.
I don't know how my rescue was arranged. I had no idea when I left my parents at Prague Station that I would never see them again. My older brother, Franta, was supposed to come here by train in September, but war broke out, and I never saw him again either. I hoped all through the war that they would survive, but they were gassed in a concentration camp. I've often wondered who was responsible for organizing my rescue. I would dearly love to meet him and thank him for helping us children without any hope of acknowledgement.
Hanush's name is on Mr. Winton's list. And Hanush is here with us tonight. Now, I don't want to rush you. I know you've waited a long time for this moment, but you'll be able to talk to Hanush later. However, our evening isn't quite over. Can I ask, is there anyone in the audience tonight who owes their life to Nicholas Winton? If so, could you stand up, please? Mr. Winton, would you like to turn around? You can meet all of these people properly after the program. In the meantime, Mr. Winton, on behalf of all of them, thank you very much indeed.
Well, hello, Vera. Come in. Hello. Very good. Oh. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Vera's daughter. Nice to meet you. So easy. Oh, this is Nicola, my daughter. And this is Rebecca, my little grandchild.
Say hello. Hello. Hi. So you do have a pool?
We do have a pool.
Nikki, turn the music down a little bit, darling.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous.
Darling, you must be really careful here.
Oh, you have a lovely pool, Nikki.
Yeah, I like to swim.
You remember?
All got towels? Yes.
Can we go in? Yeah.
What's the temperature like?
It's all right if you're a penguin.
Let's have a little go.
Gotcha. Lemonade.
That's it.